My boy.
Oh
My
my
brother.
God.
My buddy, old pal. We're back at Ringside Hangout yet again. My goodness, look at this shit.
Oh my
boy.
God.
Shocking the fuck out of us. People, we
I
are back.
I love how that shit shakes so fucking hard that you can't even get a clear picture of what the fuck is
You
going
really
on.
can, man. You really can. Hold on 1 second. Oh, sorry. I
man.
didn't mean to do the dead air, but I had to sneeze. I'm sick, so fuck. But anyways, I'm back. I'm here. Everything's cool.
Bubba.
Oh my goodness, people, we are back. The Ringside Hangout. I didn't think we were gonna survive another Friday. I had a bad last Friday, bro. Shit was not looking great for me.
Look how clean that looked now.
Yeah, so you guys might be looking at this saying, wait, you guys talk off the chats? No. You guys need to chat so things can pop up over here. I know.
Look at it. It blended in with the background.
I know. And by the way, I can't change it. For some reason, they think that the green is perfect for Twitch. No, it's not. Why is it not blue? Twitch is always purple and blue. What the fuck is your problem? But no, they had to make it that way, so we just had to deal with that for now. But it's okay. I feel like I'm trying to like.
It's okay. It's okay. Twitch.
I know. I'm just like, man, please don't yell at me, guys. No, but man, we got quite a big show to do for you guys today. For one, I need to ask before we even get started, man. Did you watch AEW NXT this week?
No.
Let me ask you, just for the future, are you going to at some point?
I don't know.
Why is that? Just a reiteration, I already know why, and I'm sure you've already explained this last week, but why don't you tell the people that may not know why?
Worst time of the week to do fucking anything.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah, Wednesdays.
Like, fucking Wednesday nights, and they're both at the same time. It's like, God damn it.
I mean, I'm going to put a thing out there really quick. AEW, I'm not going to say a won or lost anything today. I might even do a double review for next week. I might even do it by myself on Saturday. Who knows? But the thing is, though, is I can't really give them a review because I didn't watch any of it. I read the storylines, and everything I read pissed me the fuck off. So it's like, I'm noticing that it might come off a little unfair to AEW. And they've been winning. As far as ratings go, they've actually been winning lately. So I can't even, like...
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, but it's strange because I'm telling you, dude, like, this is like garbage media. Like, this is very, very bad. So I'm just gonna chalk it up to maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, literally. And I should probably just sit back, relax, don't like, oh god, I gotta write notes down, I gotta grade this. Let me see if I can enjoy it this Saturday or something. And maybe next time we talk about AEW, I can be nicer about this. But for now, all WWE stuff. Everything that we're going to be talking about, if you guys watch clips from what we're talking about, you're going to see a WWE logo because that's the stamp of approval as far as how I'm considered. Because, gotta tell you, man, Wednesdays was not good for me either. And when I get something as glorious as an NXT show and I get AEW, which they're just fucking comfortable with, hey, indie fans are going to like us, it really pisses me off, man. Like, I'm not even joking. It's fucking aggravating.
I do have to say one thing. Even though I don't watch it, I do keep up with NXT. Like, I do look into the highlights and I do read like the results and everything, and I do like watch like I said, the highlights and shit on YouTube. So I do keep up. I just don't watch.
Yeah, which makes sense. I mean, it's like you can only do so much. There's so much content out there. You know, I get
Exactly.
it. But,
and so my question is this: like, consider the fact that I haven't watched NXT in God knows how long. It's on USA now, right?
Yeah.
Is it also on the network?
Yes, right after the show. I gotta sneeze again. What the fuck? Hold on. I hate when I can't sneeze. Come on, just come out, goddammit. Just okay. Next time I'm gonna sneeze in a fucking show. Forget it. Like, goddammit, dude.
Hey man. Anyway, you were saying?
No, like the one thing about that too is like they go on WWE Network after the show, but it kind of makes you not even want to DVR it because like you have it on your $9.99 a month fucking thing. Like, so why would you? You know what I mean? Like, why would you DVR it? And why would you?
Okay, so that was going to be my question. So it's legit the show that they just showed on USA that's on the network right now.
I believe it is. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, and I've been wrong many times. You know this, Hovig. I've been wrong quite a bit, but I feel like I've watched NXT when I miss it, but because I don't DVR it usually, and I've seen it on the network. I've seen like a very recent episode, so I'm kind of like, wait, so did they just put this like right away, like as soon as the show airs? So. If someone wants to correct me in the chat, fine, but I really do feel like that's the case.
Yeah, someone let me know in the chat. That way I get an idea of what the hell's going on. Because like I said, I haven't watched NXT in such a while.
Yeah, man. Matter of fact, you know what? Since we're fucking here, because I mean, not many people have even come in here, and who knows? Maybe no one's gonna fucking come in here. because we are doing this late. Maybe gotta find another day to do this or something. But I want to look. Yep, here it is, man. I'm gonna show it on screen, and yeah, last night's show is right here. So they do put this on there, which completely negates the entire idea of DVRing this or making it to USA. Like, I gotta watch this. And I feel like that's the reason why this is not beating AEW, because as far as quality of a show, this is fucking running circles around AEW, man.
I mean, yeah, it does kind of make sense as to why they're not being AEW. Why would I watch it on USA if I could go watch it on the fucking network commercial-less?
Yeah. And I don't even have to pause or fast forward. It's fucking already done for me. I can leave it on the
Exactly.
background.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know what's up with their setup or whatever, but I mean, I would imagine that, there's reasons why they can, because obviously, I don't know. It's a whole fucking weird thing, but
Well, I mean, in retrospect, we all know why they put NXT on USA, only because A, SmackDown moved over to Fox, and B, WWE at least wanted some sort of show to go up against AEW.
yeah. Well, then it plus two even gives AEW like a ceiling, like there's only so many wrestling fans are even going to go and stop what they're doing on Wednesday nights, which one of the busiest nights of the week. So it's like WWE is like, okay, let's just put NXT there. We don't even need the extra audience, but as long as AEW doesn't get above 1,000, as soon as a fire is lit, NXT just being on is like that little extinguisher at the top of the flame, and I think it's working out great for that. I think that the reason why they even put it out there is actually working in effect. You know what I mean? So, hey, congratulations to Triple H and whoever made that decision. But at the same time, too, it's kind of a problem for Raw and SmackDown as well, because NXT is such a great fucking show. And the best parts about Raw is shit that was from NXT. Rhea Ripley, fucking Garza. Garza had one of the best fucking weeks I've ever seen on a wrestler, because he's on multiple shows doing fucking great. You know what I mean? But we'll get into that in a little bit, man. Right now, first off, we're going to be talking about some fucking news over here. And I'm going to put a microphone here just so people walking around can actually know what the fuck we're talking about. But yeah, wrestling news, man. Any particular thing that you want to bring it to me right away, or should I just kind of throw us right into the fucking fire?
What was that shit that I sent you the other day?
Oh, yeah, you're right about Baron Corbin, I believe? Or...
Yes, that... Something about him, like, being one of, like, the greatest workers.
Yeah.
Like, when they put him in the Royal Rumble, and he had to do a bump to, like, Edge or something, and he did it, like, masterfully, and that's why he's, like, one of the best people to work with or some shit. I don't know. I forget, bro.
Yeah.
But I do remember I sent you some stuff, and I'm like, why in the fuck do we not see this shit?
Exactly right. Yeah, it had to happen right after we're done with the fucking show.
Right after we're done with the show, and I'm like, man, we just spoke about this boy for like how long, and then it's like, oh, here's the article about this boy you were just talking about.
Yeah.
Bitch asses.
Bitch asses. It's our fault, fool. But look at all, man. I gotta bring this up.
I got it right here too. I don't know if you just brought it up though.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna read the headline.
Go ahead.
Oh, King Corbin earns praise for key Royal Rumble moment with Edge.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, but then again, it's like, well, I mean, how great did you do? I mean, it's just taking the spear, or whatever. I want to give a shout out to Dolph Ziggler for taking a spear and not even being shown on fucking camera. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that was kind of wow.
That's exactly what Dolph Ziggler was like saying. Great job, WWE production. Homeboy's been out for so many years, and the first spear he does, y'all had it on the audience.
Yeah, because that's important, right?
I was like, you know what, Dolph? I was yelling at my TV as well. Yeah. I was like, I don't give a fuck about the audience. Show me Edge.
Yeah, but then they gotta make sure to put you out there of like, hey, people actually like this, guys. Don't worry, people like this. It's like, yeah, I know. It's only about 20,000 fucking people in the goddamn arena. I think they put the fucking piece of the puzzle together.
And the best part was that Dolph Ziggler, for real, like on his Instagram, was like, if any smart person out there actually took footage of this shit, let me know so I can post it and share it. And he actually did. He actually did.
Oh, good. Fucking hate it. But we're going to talk about this really quick, man. Your boy Buddy Murphy is no longer Buddy Murphy. They took his fucking name away. He's now Murphy, which is cool, I guess. But do you think this is a pretty big sign as to they're going to like reinvent this entire fucking character and do something big with him? Or what are you feeling about this, man?
I mean, maybe, but
I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah, but to be honest, I mean, when I was watching SmackDown earlier, oh no, SmackDown. When I was watching Raw,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was watching the tag match that he was in and whatnot, like they just kept fucking what do you call it? They just kept referring to him as like Murphy, and then they called him Buddy Murphy. I'm like, you know what? Just leave it as Murphy. I mean, they're mainly calling him Murphy already.
Yeah.
And when did they drop the name? Like today, yesterday, the day before?
Today. It was actually today. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I mean, at the same time, it was kind of like the whole bullshit. I don't know. It's kind of off topic, but not really. Like the whole thing with Dunkin' Donuts when they got rid of donuts and they just call it Dunkin'.
Yeah, that was stupid.
I was like, as stupid as it is, it's not like they're like America lives on Dunkin'. I was like, okay, it makes sense. I mean, they're whatever.
Yeah.
But in this case, they legit just refer to him as Murphy already. So I was like, I mean, it's not a.
Toasted. Yes, they're hosting this.
Oh, look at that.
Yes, look at that. Oh, just shaking his ass over there.
Oh my god. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Mm. Well, the thing is like I know they did that with Ali, and then you brought it back, the Mustafa name. So I mean that's cool, whatever. But like I think that when you do something like that, the whole purpose of it is that you're supposed to push this in a situation where he's reinvented, or people that aren't actually following should start following now, because like this person, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's just when someone has what's a good example of this? Fuck, I'm trying to Bray Wyatt actually. I'm glad he actually brought that up. Goldberg and the Fiend. But like with the Fiend, they give a new name, cool. But if they would have just called him Bray Wyatt still, and then you were like into the character, you would have to put together of like how many fucking things has this character been through where his current character and what he's doing, this stage of his life, doesn't make sense anymore. You know what I mean? But when you call him the Fiend, it's like, oh, he's brand new. He's rebirthed,
Right,
so it makes sense after
right.
that. So I think that doing that with Murphy is cool, but at the same time, it's like, well, he is with these other dudes, so this new character is just going to be a bitch to another character. I mean, dude, he already has a fucking tag belt, so you've already kind of moved a little too ahead of what you were originally going to do, right? Like, I think it's kind of stupid. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens with Murphy. I really do hope that things are going to be cool with Murphy, and we'll probably talk about that a little bit in the Be the Booker situation, because there's two particular things that we are going to talk about a lot tonight. And they're both very, very big as far as Be the Booker shit. So we'll probably I'll probably give you one thing to be the Booker on and give me a different one. But this, your boy, man, and I knew this was fucking coming. I knew it was coming because humans are humans and they feel the way they fucking feel sometimes. WWE has apparently pulled Rusev from Raw TV, and he even went over here. I'm gonna come over here. The bio on his Twitter was changed to soon to be free agent. And you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Wait, just guess.
Can I guess?
Go ahead and guess.
Is it because of this whole bullshit feud with Bobby Lashley?
Absolutely. To the point where on fucking Raw, they couldn't give this match, even though they already gave it like 3 fucking climaxes, which, yes, I don't want to see this be climaxed again, but it's like, dude, if you're going to start something, fucking finish it. These fucking idiots didn't even bring Lashley out to Lana. They didn't even bring up that he's with Lana on Raw this week. Which is, I mean, I can't even complain that much because I want to see good TV, and that shit wasn't good TV, so I'm glad they're doing this now. But at the same time, it's like, bro, you're not going to, like, finish Rusev's part of the fucking story? He's just going to lose then. He's just done? What the fuck? And thank you, Hi Stevie. Yeah, this literally happened 5 years ago when he was mad about a bunch of shit with the Cena stuff, too. And then even before that. This has happened so often. Like, Rusev, you need to leave, bro. Like, he needs to fucking leave. And they added 5 years to Lana's contract.
No, you know what they need to do? They need to put that boy on SmackDown.
Dude, I don't think that's going to help. That's a lot.
You want to know? Yeah, saw that. Damn, you heard that shit?
Yeah, fucking shit.
No, you want to know why I say put his ass on SmackDown? Because Lashley's on Raw.
Yep. But then again, it's like, maybe this is a weird paranoia thing that I have, like in my actual like personal life. But are you trying to break this relationship up like you did with fucking Lita and Edge or Matt Hardy? Lana has 5 years left in the contract. They didn't sign Rusev to that. So WWE is basically saying, listen, we want her here, and we also want her to be a whore on our show. So fucking art can imitate, our life can imitate art. Because they don't give a fuck to even resign this dude. They don't care. So I'm just like, dude, if this is happening, like, what the fuck is in this dude's future? Because, and not just in WWE, but in life.
But you know what's fucked up is that if you say they don't care, but at the same time, if that's the case, they fucking did that.
Yeah.
Like literally, like creative is the one who fucking did that. And if that's the case, if they don't care about him, they're the reason why they don't care about him. It's just is because they put him in this bullshit situation.
Yeah.
When Rusev first started, he was fucking like he was a monster.
Oh yeah, they fucking put a rocket ship to this motherfucker's back, dude.
Man, he was a fucking monster. He was undefeated for so long, and at one point, of course, Cena beat him, but he was a monster for like the longest time. And then just a couple years ago, he was so fucking over with the whole Rusev Day shit.
Yeah. Your fucking avatar is literally Happy Hovig Day because of what spawned off with this motherfucker right here.
Exactly. Because fucking A, like it was great. Like
Yeah.
people may have not liked it. People loved it. Whatever the hell. And I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna go with it.
Fucking Eddie in the chat, he's saying Goldberg done returned it. Yes, he did return it. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but yeah.
But at the same time, like I'm saying, like if WWE or creative really doesn't care about Rusev, it's because they fucking did that.
Yeah. And I mean, this whole thing with him being fucking paired up with her, dude, that shit killed him. This Lana thing, because even on Total Divas, his whole "I'm the Russian brew, I'm the big bad motherfucker," like he's just chilling on Total Divas. Like we get to see him humanized. It's like he's supposed to be a fucking monster. Like, don't you guys understand?
So the one thing about him being paired up with Lana, I mean, Russian Lana, because
man.
Identity crisis these days,
Yeah.
but. But one of the greatest things about Rusev with Lana back in the day when he was the Bulgarian brute and she was practically like the voice of him was that it was legit like fucking Ivan Drago and Bridget Nielsen in fucking Rocky 4.
Yeah.
Like it was beautiful. It was like a match made in heaven. Beautiful. Keep doing that. And all of a sudden they done fucked it up.
Yeah, I mean, they fucked it up, and once again, I mean, I watched Wrestling with Regret video earlier about the victims of John Cena, top 8 victims, and I'm like, yeah, Rusev is definitely one of them, but at the same time, it's like, losing to a big guy like this, cool, fucking whatever, because they have a rocket ship on John Cena, even though a motherfucker already went to the moon. But to have a rocket ship to goddamn...
Man, that bitch went to Pluto and back.
Fuck yeah, man. Cena's the one who told us that Pluto wasn't a planet for a while, but, it doesn't matter. But... I'm looking at a situation, though, man. It's like, yeah, losing to John Cena. How many greats have lost to John Cena? It's not that big of a deal. To lose to Lashley, another motherfucker who, by the way, even though he's winning this whole feud and everything, they're doing Lashley wrong, too.
Oh, yeah, they put him in the shit.
Yeah, which I don't know what's up with fucking Lashley, but you should know, brother. You should know not to be involved in this shit. Look how stupid this fucking looks. Big-ass dude. Fucking monster. Could probably legitimately beat Brock Lesnar's ass. I mean, a professional, actual fucking fighter, and they got him arrested for this fucking chick.
Man, I was just about to bring that shit up, man. I'm like, the fact that creative is so fucking retarded, and they don't just say, "Let's put Brock with Bobby Lashley. Let's see what these two can do."
Or even have him with Leo Rush again, as somebody said in the chat right now. This guy was a perfect mouthpiece. These two, and they're not only the gimmicks, but just like their personalities, was so perfectly matched together. Right. And they fucking dropped the ball in that shit, too. And Leo Rush is coming back. He did some great stuff on 205 Live, on NXT as well. He's been doing some good shit. And yet, for some reason, they still haven't, like, just kind of reignited that particular pairing.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But, like, it still baffles me. It still baffles me that even, for Monday Night Raw, how fucking Ricochet is the one that's going to go face Brock Lesnar at Super Showdown.
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, you had an opportunity to have Bobby Lashley go up against Brock Lesnar, two tremendous fucking athletes, two fucking former MMA fighters, two fucking, like, monsters.
Yeah.
But I bet you any amount of money, Bobby Lashley is just gonna be walking along the sides of fucking Lana at Super Showdown.
Oh yeah.
And just look, come on.
Oh yeah, that's money right there, dude. Like that's one of those fucking things where you just on their characters alone and just a potential alone, it's like this is equivalent to those big like Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis things. Or Mike Tyson versus Holyfield. Or fucking
like you want to talk about a fucking fantasy match right there.
Yeah. Yeah, Stevie Braun. Yeah, like they rather have Braun fight Brock Lesnar for fucking 6 months. Keep in mind, by the way, that his Intercontinental Championship win last week on SmackDown was his first singles title win. Why did y'all take that long? It's 2020. You guys took that long to give Braun Strowman his fucking single thing. Like, what's it like? I understand back in the day, big guys used to get everything, right? Everyone was so mad about the little guys not getting shit. But now they're like fucking up the big guys really, really bad. It's like if I'm a wrestler or a soon-to-be wrestler and I'm going to WWE soon, I do not want to be big. I do not want to be muscles because if I am, they're gonna put me in stupid shit. Either doing to these fucking guys. Because the Brock Lesnar stuff, cool. He's gonna get into Ricochet, but there's been shit that he's been involved in, like the Rey Mysterio thing. I thought that was dumb. That's beneath Brock Lesnar. Why the fuck is Brock Lesnar wasting his time with fucking Rey Mysterio? You know what I mean? That shit was dumb.
So, yeah. Here's another thing they could have done with Brock Lesnar.
What?
They could have set this shit up at Royal Rumble. Shelton Benjamin versus Brock Lesnar.
Oh yeah, you're right, and they have such a good story and everything too. And by the way, Shelton Benjamin didn't even have a fucking promo about what happened at Royal Rumble. Like, man, fuck you, Paul Heyman. Why'd you do that to me? That would have been great. You could have had Shelton Benjamin and maybe Eric Young or somebody do something cool instead of losing to fucking Aleister Black. Oh my god, dude! Like, I really, really hate what they do with some of these guys. And I know we got somewhat off topic, but like, this is an over-encompassing issue.
No, we're not off topic because literally all this revolves around the same problem.
Yeah. And they're gonna lose these fucking guys to AEW, which they're gonna probably do them wrong too. I mean, I don't have any faith in fucking AEW right now because they're really pissing me off. If you guys didn't hear what I said about AEW, just fast forward to the beginning or rewind to the beginning of the show later on when we're done. But basically, I did not watch AEW because, with a lack of time I have, that show's not worth my time anymore. JP, hello, fellow crazy person. I love you very much, sir. Thank you for joining us on fucking live action anime, because that's basically what wrestling is. But JP loves his anime, so I'm like, I think he would be into this, honestly.
I mean, where's the lie?
I mean, seriously, man. Tell me where I'm wrong, and I'll admit, man.
Where's the lie? It's legit live action anime.
Live action anime, man. Fucking super scene over there. Stevie says, I haven't watched AW at all, but I like Impact. Thank you. Oh, Stevie, you're the shit, man. Yeah, Impact is fucking great, and I really wish I had time to watch those shows. I think I might next week, honestly, because I feel like that is giving me a much better project. Every time I go over there and read some of the stuff, I'm like, ooh, I'm interested as to why this fucking...
Fuck, you know what? I actually do miss watching Impact.
They're good, and the production's good, too. Like,
where the fuck do you watch it now?
It's somewhere. I'm sure somewhere. I think they are pirating their own show and putting it out there. They were on Twitch, but Rob didn't.
Well, no, yeah, because Twitch kind of said "fuck y'all."
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, wait a minute, hold on. Impact's on Access TV.
Yeah.
Ooh, I do have that channel.
It's better than Pop TV or fucking Destination America. Hey, you guys can watch travel or wrestling. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, Destination America, yeah.
Yeah,
that was like the most random fucking channel for a wrestling show.
I was so sick of seeing the advertisements for mountain monsters or mountain men, whatever the fuck. There he is! I found the Bigfoot! Never mind, that's a tree! It's like, what the fuck?
Bro, literally, the only other time I'd watch Destination America is back when I was still living at home. And then they had something on like Disney World, and I'm like, I want to go back. And then I'm like, I don't care. I live 20 minutes from the bitch now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm actually jealous that you get to fucking live that lifestyle, man. You motherfucker. Like, I live next to heaven. Oh.
Yeah, right. Halloween Hard Nights is 10 minutes down the road when it's here.
Motherfucker.
I know.
One thing to talk about too, really quick. I have to bring this up, man. I watched me some garbage today, sir. It was a good 3 minutes and 7 seconds of garbage. Have you seen the Bowling for Soup Alexa Bliss video?
No.
Yeah, boy.
What is this?
It's fucking terrible is what it is. It's awful. It's rough. I hate it. It's so bad.
What is it?
So Bowling for Soup is actually a band from back in the mid-2000s. I don't know I can't remember when they fucking started. But the thing is, though, is that they're a band like, just like this, and we do this, it's like the shit where, like, when you were going through your scene emo phase back in the fucking day and you had to skateboard and trying to impress the chick or whatever. That's that kind of music. And now, I mean, it's been so long. It's been 15 years since they were a band or whatever. They're doing another album, another song, but age does what it does to people. People get grayer, they get fatter, they get more tired, and they become very, very uncool. So you watch this fucking video, and the whole thing, if you listen to the lyrics, is about how women should be more like Alexa Bliss. because she's cute and she's beautiful and she likes to play video games and she likes to cook because they literally have her cooking cookies for these young boys who, by the way, are doing their impersonation of the Friday video from Rebecca Black. You know, like, look at this shit. I mean, this is even worse because look at that fucking green screen in the background, dude.
As you can look at Alexa Bliss's face, she's probably like, at least I got paid.
It's like, at least they're not going to fuck me. I mean, they are children. It's like, yeah, but it's still weird.
Oh, God, look at that awful green screen.
It's so... oh, my God. It's like, it's hard to watch. It's literally hard to watch. But the thing is, the song... Such, I didn't notice I was actually doing the HBK theme song.
Oh my
She's
God.
just a sexy boy. That's a horrible theme song, by the way. Shawn Michaels should have changed that shit.
Sexy girl.
She's not that... Fucking...
Well, I mean, in Shawn Michaels' case, I mean, like, when he started with that shit, it was like 1,000 years ago, bro.
I know, but goddamn, dude. Like, it's just... And then his voice, too, is just like he's... I'll give him this. Must have tons of testosterone where his fucking default voice is... I'm just a fucking... It's like, whoa, shit. Okay, then, buddy. But this fucking song, I'll lower it a little bit. I know you can't hear it, but people in the chat can. But look at this shit. She's playing pool. She's doing good at it, because that's what happens. When someone's good at something, it makes them more attractive, right? Oh, foosball. That's fucking awful. I can't believe it. But the thing that pissed me off the most... let me fast forward over here. If I can find it. Here we go. Because, like, most women that are great, by the way, Hove, because we live in 2020 where it's okay to, insult women and say that they have gender roles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
To get that point across, because, my God, people are stupid. It's also great when Alexa Bliss decides to cook and then wear a kiss the cook fucking shirt or apron, whatever. Like, yeah, man, be like Alexa Bliss, women. Just cook for men. Or cook for little boys, actually. Because that makes you fucking great. What the who decided that she should actually even do this? What agent does she have so he can be fired from wherever the fuck his duties are?
I bet you it was the paycheck.
That must be a fucking massive paycheck.
I mean, first of all, if anything, if anything, these fools actually wrote a song about this girl. That's one.
It's weird, right? Like, grown old men writing a song about Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, no, it's kind of fucking weird, but I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, shit. There's like bands that I listen to that write songs about serial killers, and it's not as creepy. But you know, but for Alexa Bliss, they wrote an entire song. What?
No, just the way you did. The way you're talking about, I was like, man, I'm just writing songs about serial killers, and they're less creepy.
And that's less creepy. I'm not even gonna lie. Because they legit... What the hell?
Oh, yeah, they do some really fake wrestling shit where it's like, hey, because wrestling's so crazy, guys. We're just going to fucking, like, Like, I know, like, Christina Aguilera did, like, a wrestling thing. It's Seether, one of my favorite bands, their wrestling video. So fucking cringy. But this is just as cringy, man. Emo referee here.
But I bet you any amount of money Seether actually put thought into her fucking video.
Oh, fucking A, dude. It's like, it's insulting. It's literally insulting, man. Like,
but what was I gonna say? Yeah, so these fools wrote a song about her, and then now she's in the fucking music video. This man, she got paid.
Yeah, she got paid, but
I wonder how much royalty she's gonna get.
Well, I want a refund for what I paid, which is attention to this fucking video. I want someone to pay me. This is bad, dude.
All I gotta say is, come on, Alexa, you know you better than this. What the fuck? She used the force?
Yeah, some Thanos shit. And yes, I know WWE's fucking stupid, y'all. But good God, like, Marvel shit's dumb too. Snapping fingers should not kill people, nor should snapping your fucking fingers should force a really bad diva to do a fucking bump. Look at this. Although there was a finger poke of doom, so I mean I can't.
And look at the other person's face. You saw that shit?
Oh yeah, she just has like, ooh, that's a snap.
Ooh.
Yeah, like ooh, this is a bad video.
Man.
Yeah, man. It's like, and I hate to be so like angry about it because it's probably not fun to hear some fucking nerd like, fucking wrestling. I take it seriously. It's still real to me, damn it. Here's the thing. I'm not embarrassed to say it. Wrestling is still real to me because writing is fucking real. And respecting your content is also real. Like, I treat these things like they're movies because that's what they are. This is a music video. If a fucking a band did like a fucking cool ass metal song, and then some dumb shit like this was happening, I'm gonna talk shit still. I fucking love wrestling. This is fucking embarrassing. This is the kind of shit that people who don't like wrestling like think of wrestling as, and they're just laughing at us. They're like, "Wow, you guys like this shit? You fucking nerds. You guys are dumb." And I'm sick of being looked fucking dumb, man. Like, you know, it goes to even anime and shit. Where that show Kiko, there's a show where these fucking anime girls they bounce their asses on each other and have like really magical butts, and it's like this makes my thing that I'm into very, very embarrassing. I don't want to show people that I'm into anime. You know what I mean? Like, I hid that shit for a bit because, for one, I legit didn't like it. But it's like, if it gets so dumb like that, I can't tell somebody else, like, can I win you over on Hovig? Or on anime Hovig? Like, hey, Hovig, I got this really cool show, man. These girls bump their asses together. Are you going to watch it?
You should have seen my face when you mentioned this shit. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I watch some anime shows, like, Dragon Ball and shit, but I'm not going to sit. Huh?
Well, that's quality, though. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
that's
yeah.
actually good, you know?
But yeah, no, my point is, like, I watch anime here and there, but mainly, like, Dragon Ball and whatnot. But, I mean, I even know that anime has. Come on, we all know they go fucking nuts too.
They go nuts, but they respect their shit. They respect their own content. Even the booty
right.
shows respect their content. They don't have someone going over there and saying like I've never seen a character from an anime show be involved in an outside of anime project and they just make a mockery of the shit. I gotta bring something up that really hurts me. I mean, it pisses me off. God, what fucking video? Oh God. Okay, I guess I gotta spoil what the thing I'm about to bring up is. Did you see the video that Stone Cold Steve Austin's in?
Which one?
It's his Mexican reggaeton video.
What?
What? Yeah. Here it is, Bad Bunny. This is it. Stone Cold Steve Austin gets a can of Corona because Mexicans like Corona, right? All Mexicans are the same. Just drinking his fucking booze over there. And this motherfucker does a stunner. A stunner, man. And it looks silly as fuck because they'd even do some angry video game nerd shit. Like, you know how the nerd, when he fought the Nostalgia Critic and he fucking threw people through boxes?
Of course.
Yeah, he fucking does the same thing here because this is some silly shit. Look at that fucking fake wrestling bullshit. This fucking rapper looking on. Look at that. That is so fucking dumb, dude. Like, you know what I mean? That's really annoying. And it's like, don't go to somebody else's like project or outside of your genre of content and then make fun of your core content. You're Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know what I mean? Like, you're making fun of your own shit. This is stupid, man. Like, I mean, does that bother you as much as it bothers me or no?
Doesn't really bother me, but at the same time, what is it with these wrestlers and music videos these days?
Well, I think it's always been around. I mean, to go against my point, I will say there is this one. Remember the H Blocks that did the Stone Cold song "Hell Yeah"?
Well, yeah, I mean that's different. They fucking did a song for him on the goddamn WWE soundtrack for.
The thing is, though, they.
Oh Jesus God!
I think this video is pretty bad too, though. Here it is. Stone Cold Steve Austin is Godzilla. Oh, look at you! Here's some cute little animals up here.
Oh my! I don't think I've ever seen. No, I've never seen the music video for this fucking song.
This is bad. The song's good, but talk about some embarrassing shit. He puts them on his fucking hand. He's like, "Oh, crawl up here. Here we go. Yep, my homie doggies. Oh, I love new metal. I love it.
My homie doggies.
My homie doggies. Oh, I got a bunch of pet homies." Yeah, fucking Cedric.
And I can see that the chat keeps labeling stuff. No, I know about those, but I'm talking about lately. Like, I know about Rock and Wycliffe. I got CDs in the West Indies. It doesn't matter.
Oh, dude.
You remember that shit?
Wycliffe John.
Wycliffe John, yeah.
Yeah, dude. We actually watch this in the after hours. Which, by the way, Saturdays I'll do the plug later on, but we have tons of things we go through. But Wycliffe John, this shit happened back in the day.
Yeah,
this was okay. Yeah, this
and then you had the Rock singing about pie.
Oh, that was a dope song.
Huh?
That song was so bad. The Pie song on
Uh,
Volume
uh,
5, the CD.
Volume 5.
Yeah, boy. And they were so proud of it too, by the way.
Driving down south, they're going quickly around with my car cut around this old farm.
I want to show you guys something. Keep in mind, all I wrote was
I,
WE
I
Volume
hope
5.
I hope somebody's home. Take a good chance at it.
Have you
Knocked on
seen
the
this
door
shit?
and this fine chick answered.
All
I
I
can't,
wrote was
I
Volume
can't
5,
believe
and
I
then
remember the. I can't believe I remember the lyrics.
look at the Rock's eyebrow. He's like, "Damn, I did that? What the fuck?" Like, this is bad,
Yeah.
dude. This is rough. I don't know who the like. I got no words. I got no fucking words, man. And yeah. So back then they did this shit too. You know what I mean? Cedric just says, "Fuck Hulk Hogan." Yes, fuck him very much. Oh, Randy Savage rapping. Yikes.
What?
Yeah, Randy Savage used to rap, dude.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
think I've ever seen that shit.
Yeah, wow, I put Randy Ravage. Yikes.
Randy
uh,
Savage.
yeah, man, he was actually rapping for a bit. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna play all that stuff right now because we gotta move on. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not the first time these guys have that thespian attitude. It's like, I'm just gonna. Whoa, look at Macho Man going after Jesus. Holy crap.
Oh no, I seen that shit like the day like he died or day after he died.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing you fucking see. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, pretty accurate.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. But no, man. So yeah, and Cedric, I agree. You never like Hogan. The racism just made me more justified not liking him. I always felt like he was a piece of shit too, and you would notice that in certain like I remember they did this thing called the Mania of WrestleMania. It was a documentary about WrestleMania 2000 or no WrestleMania 19. I think it happened like 2003 or whatever. But anyways, they asked Triple H and Undertaker like, "Hey man, so how does it feel to like get together with all these legends and do this big show?" And they're like, "Yeah, well, sometimes you have to have that family member that you don't want to see or sit next to at the dinner table." And then they showed a video of Hulk Hogan and how everybody was avoiding him. So I'm telling you, like, even Undertaker, who doesn't have no beef with anybody, that dude's very, very professional, but they put out there, we do not like this motherfucker. Like, we cannot stand the prima donna fucking diva ass bullshit this grown ass 50-plus-year-old man has. So yeah, it sucks, man. And then the leg drop was fucking garbage. I did not like that leg drop, even though he's done it so often. I think it fucked his whole body up just doing that same move. I destroy his hips. Yeah, no, you're right. But yeah, Hulk Hogan is like one of those things where, I feel like he did stay with what he was doing because originally he was a bass player, and apparently he actually auditioned for Metallica. Did you know about that?
Yeah, I heard about that. And then Lars was like, "What?"
Yeah.
No.
Imagine Lars Ulrich just like, who the fuck are you?
Uh,
Yeah, like get out of
yeah,
here.
I remember I heard that. I remember I read that shit. He goes, "Yeah, at one point I actually did audition for the guys at Metallica," and Lars be like, "Get the fuck out of here with this shit."
Look at how Hogan's so full of himself that he was encompassing all the 80s into one particular being. Meanwhile, if you look at like Metallica back in the day, they were just like, no, we're just guys. We got the leather, whatever. We're just whatever. But but Hulk Hogan always had like this weird like, I don't know, like it's easy that when you get into the 90s, this dude just falls out of touch with what modern dressing is or talk or whatever because
Well,
he's so
you,
enriched in 80s.
well, you know what's crazy? It's like I've kind of noticed it with a lot of like the old school wrestlers, like like Piper and like even oh shit, excuse me, even like Macho Man and whoever like a lot of these guys never really got out of their gimmick, even in real life, in a sense. Uh, like for example, like when we talk about Hulk Hogan, it's like I say he's like the whole culmination of like everything in the '80s and blah blah. Like when you think about it, how much has he really changed?
No shit, you know what I mean? But that kind of goes to what Cedric was saying earlier about like the racism really justified his dislike for him because he is who he is. He's a very unappealing person. You know what I mean? Just it's pretty obvious that this dude is what we turned out to, or what we ended up finding out he was. So that's just something that always kind of bothered me about Hogan, especially when he turns heel. It's like this is cool when people are heels. That's awesome. But at the same time, I think that if you're being a heel just to kind of get away with being a piece of shit and getting paid for it, that's not so great. You look at Brock Lesnar, I feel like, oh, it's my character that I don't want to show up to work. No, motherfucker, you don't show up to work. It's not a character. you're lazy. You know what I mean? Eddie was
I
making fun of me
mean,
in the chat over here
I
saying
mean, if you start contracting for that shit, I'd have stayed my ass home too.
exactly. Eddie's always making fun of me just going, rah, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Fucking, I would like to see Godzilla's fucking voice too. Goddamn Steve Austin, that'd be hilarious.
Oh
Um,
god.
but anyways, about Rusev though. No, to move it on, because we're not going to talk about Rusev anymore, but I just will say, I really hope they start using these characters more in a better way and actually think about, like, hey, at the very, very least, let their storylines finish, let something actually finish, and then we can move on instead of, like, placating to whatever the storyline predicts that we're going to do, and then literally just fucking run out of shit, and then everyone runs out of their fucking juice. Because I gotta tell you this much, as bad as that storyline was with Lana and everything, if they would have got out of it quickly, Lashley would have been open to do some kind of storyline at Royal Rumble. And I'm not saying that I'm mad about McIntyre winning. That's awesome, and I'm so hyped for that match. But it would have been kind of cool. Bobby Lashley would have eliminated Drew McIntyre, and we would have got that match instead. That would have been fucking insane. And plus, they're both heels, but then they both can be faces. Like, imagine, and I love that, like face versus face stuff or heel versus heel stuff. I love those kind of storylines. And Lashley and Brock would be a great combination of both.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, and we'll see what happens with that shit. And then also we're talking about Alexa Bliss in the music videos. Yeah, that was just trash. And please, Alexa Bliss. Okay, really quick, just one question before we get out of here. Alexa Bliss, though, do you feel like that helped her at all? Just having this song be about her?
Boy, I didn't even know that shit existed until you pulled it up.
Dude, it was weird. It was trending like a motherfucker. That was crazy about it.
I couldn't even tell you, bro. God damn.
Oh, that's rough. But here's the thing, man. So we've been talking shit about WWE this entire time, right?
No, not necessarily. We just okay, yeah, we have. I tried.
Yeah, we have. I want to ask you really quick. You can choose one out of these. Okay. Either we're gonna book for Lashley or we're gonna book for Rusev. How the fuck do we come back from this?
Oh my god.
I'll throw one more in there. Book Murphy. You can either book Murphy, Rusev, or Lashley. Chad, I want you in on this too because I'm going to read your comments on the air. So definitely give me your booking of one of these three wrestlers or all of them. And, maybe you can sit back and read some of this stuff. But have you made up your mind yet, good sir?
I'll do Rusev because I kind of already spoke about Lashley.
Uh-huh.
So definitely Rusev. Now, what would I do?
I mean, because he's not on screen. So this Lana shit, that's over. Let's not even fuck the Lana thing. Let's just say he's gone this week. Next week comes back, fresh new angle. What's he gonna do?
I would turn his ass heel again.
Against who?
Oh, that's a good question. Against Drew McIntyre.
Ooh, I disagree with that heavily. Why? Go and defend yourself, boy.
Only because this is exactly what I would say. Rusev is fucking pissed off at all the bullshit that he's been through. So technically right now, he's going to be taking in some actual real-life frustrations, kind of like what CM Punk did. But he's also going to use like a lot of frustrations he probably had with creative with the whole stupid Bobby Lashley feud, right? Mm-hmm. And what I would do is I would actually have Rusev go up against Drew McIntyre and try to face him for his Royal Rumble spot for WrestleMania. So what I would definitely do is I would actually try to have Rusev go up against Drew McIntyre, and I would have Rusev to try to actually sit there and be like, this is I'm going to try to prove it to myself. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what these people say, blah, 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 blah. But I'm going to kick your goddamn ass, and I'm going to take your fucking WrestleMania spot, and I'm going to go face Brock Lesnar, and I'm going to beat the fuck out of his ass too. Shit like that.
You know what? Yeah, I would like that because here's what I'm thinking too is like Sami Zayn is a fucking magical key to great storylines right now. Right. What I would do is I would have him turn heel and help Sami Zayn because he's like, hey, Sami, you're doing stuff for Cesaro right now. You're doing stuff for all these other guys, Mojo Rawley. But I need your help because I need to fucking beat whatever the fuck, right? So then Sami Zayn says, you know what? I'm going to give you Drew McIntyre and you're going to try to take this motherfucker out because you want to get to Brock Lesnar. And somehow, because Drew McIntyre's like, dude, I'll fuck you up. I fucked up your boy Mojo. I fucked up all these other dudes. Let's do this shit. I'll whoop your ass, right? So they have a fight. And let's just say that Rusev wins, or not even that. We won't say that. We'll say that no contest. Brock Lesnar came in and fucked everybody up. So now Rusev is asking Sammy, "Hey man, well give me a rematch." And Sammy's like, oh, "I can, but you have to beat these guys, blah blah blah." So Rusev starts beating jobbers and beats all these other dudes. And at a certain point, right before WrestleMania, Rusev's like, "Hey man, I've been beating these guys. Where's my title match?" And then Sammy's like, "Listen, I can't control this shit. What the fuck? What do I want you to do? This is fucking crazy, right?" Rusev ends up saying, "You know what, man? Fuck you. I'm going to take out your boy Mojo. I don't need you guys. You only helped me once to get the match. I'm taking out your boy Mojo." And then finally at WrestleMania, we can probably have a match where Mojo isn't looked upon as being a dumb shit. Because I'm like, dude, Mojo's great. Have you seen how good he can be, like in NXT and stuff?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. Rusev versus Mojo, two guys that are not only fast, not only have cardio, but also are big. Ain't no Samoa Joe shit where they get tired in fucking 3 minutes. These guys can keep going. And I feel like that can be a thing that happens at WrestleMania because obviously we can't move this so fast where they can do something at Super Showdown, which, by the way, yeah, the Super Showdown is the next pay-per-view, and then Elimination Chamber. Although I will say I do not think the Elimination Chamber should encase Rusev at all. I think that should be with people that actually do have a chance to do something really, really big. That's what I really, really feel.
Right.
Because Elimination Chamber is a pretty unpredictable match. As bad as WWE has been, even in 2009 and even though the PG era, they have done really, really good Elimination Chambers. I love that match. It's one of my favorites aside from the Royal Rumble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, is that something that you think could happen, or is there any issues within what I said about Rusev?
That could definitely happen. I think it could happen.
Okay, I thought you left for a second. I was like, well, goodbye.
No, I was thinking. I was like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, like that actually, to be honest, almost sounds a little more doable than what I said.
Yeah. But one thing I want to say really quick, Murphy, dude, do you think there's a slight chance that Seth Rollins is gonna be part of the Universal match, the Universal title match?
Nah,
Or
because
not
I
Universal.
honestly,
I meant Raw WWE title. Sorry guys, I'm so used to Universal being on Raw. I meant to say.
nah, only because I don't think so. Only because I think that they're probably gonna do Murphy versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania.
See, that's what I was about to say too. I was actually gonna book that right now.
Oh
But do you
yeah,
think do you predict that, or you say that's what you want to do, or both?
I think that's what they're doing.
Okay, that's what I feel too. And it'll be like, do you think that's a bad thing? Like, because I think that's awesome. But yeah, I mean, you thought it was good?
Actually, to be honest, I think it's a great thing because if you have Murphy going up against Seth Rollins, they're both great fucking athletes. So they're probably gonna put on a fucking show.
Yeah, CJ Grayson says Andre the Giant Battle Royale for Rusev. That actually might be a good idea too. I just feel like sometimes they're kind of 50-50 on whether or not those shows end up making someone big. Like it worked for Jinder Mahal, it worked really good for a few months for Cesaro, but I think certain other people it doesn't work so great for. So I don't know about the Andre the
Right.
Giant Battle Royale.
Nah. They need to like stop that match like wholeheartedly. Like
Oh no, I like that match, man.
really.
Like yeah, well because like I like battle royales. I think that, the idea
I,
of
don't-
like
I love them too, but at the same time, with what they do with that fucking match, ain't not a goddamn thing they do. Like
Yeah, right.
every time there's a winner from the damn Andre the Giant Battle Royale, what did they do?
Well, they nothing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know, man, but it's just fun, man. I don't know. I sometimes
I know
like to
what
be a
you mean.
stupid
Look,
fan. So
I mean, 2 years ago when they did the Andre the Giant Battle Royale, like when Matt Hardy won with the help of Bray Wyatt, it was like, what the fuck? That was like one of
yeah,
the only times where I was like blown away from the fucking Battle Royale.
yeah. CJ Grayson says Murphy no buddy. Yeah, I know, right? I like the whole change of that. We talked about it earlier today, but yeah, man. Kevin Owens versus Rollins. They have been building that for a long, long time, but I'm feeling a little bit that they've waited so fucking long to do something with this whole storyline that it may have been too late. Because my
Yeah,
God.
yeah. I honestly feel like they probably dropped the ball on that only because, come on, guys. Like, see, this is the problem with WWE. Is that sometimes they have these storylines go on too fucking long.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then like just there's not enough like not climaxes, but there's not enough like rise or pumps within the storyline. I'm trying to use a sexual reference just to kind of get the idea, but like like that weird midpoint where like
The what?
ooh, I almost did it, and then like you stop during sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, every storyline in wrestling should have that moment, and I think with Kevin Owens and them, it's always been like, here comes Samoa Joe, oh nothing. Oh, here comes Big Show, nah, nothing. Oh, here comes. It's just like, all right, dude, either fucking come or do something else. Let's
Yeah,
watch the
seriously.
TV. you know. So I think that's a big thing that's happening with Kevin Owens. And here's the thing too, like that stunner thing, it was cool when he was doing it on Shane and everything, but now it's like no one's selling it right. Yeah, I don't know if it's like my old nerd in me or whatever, but like I really love Stone Cold sells, and then Kevin Owens, everyone's just kind of like awkward, like, oh, I guess I got fall now. I don't like it. Like, we need somebody like The Rock to just fucking flip and fly into the next fucking
Oh my
universe.
god! Like literally, like someone, The Rock gets fucking stunned, and all of a sudden you see him in the goddamn audience.
Yeah. Every time The Rock takes a stunner, it's like that song, the bum 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 bum, the little meme. What's that shit called?
Fuck! I know the one. It's like that fucking meme. If somebody's like flying into fucking space, and all of a sudden they have
Yeah.
like that song playing. Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Oh man, could someone in
I
the chat
just,
tell me, man? I want to look at this really quick.
I just
Shooting
have no
stars.
idea. Shooting stars. Is that what it is?
Yeah. I'm going to show y'all right now. Here it is. I love you so much. I gotta leave this here for a second. If it can hurry up. Jesus Christ. Yeah, there we go. That song. I love that song so much. I wish I could actually share the audio with you in this fucking call so we can fucking laugh about these things.
Laugh our asses off about that shit.
But yeah, The Rock is the shooting star.
Have you seen the fucking Lion King one?
No. You
Oh
gotta show me
my
after the
god,
show, cause yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious.
that is shit is hilarious because they use Mufasa getting fucking thrown off the goddamn cliff. Oh, bro, it's so wrong but hilarious.
God, by the way, man, and I hate my mouse, man. Every time I try to type something and I scroll with my fucking cursor, it just rewinds the entire thing. But The Rock's Sally and Stunner. I gotta, we gotta spend a minute just showing this, people, because these are fucking great. Thank you to Blocky Face, the guy who uploaded this. But here we go. In the beginning, really simple. Look at that stunner. Not a big deal, right? It's-
I'm dropping so much frames. Okay, here we go.
Oh, there we go. The regular stunner right here.
Oh,
Fuck you.
There he goes.
Here
there
we
he
go.
goes.
Getting crazy now, y'all.
Yeah.
Pow!
Stone Cold's like, oh god damn, he's all the way there.
There you go. Oh, whoop your fucking ass. Send you to next week. Oh.
Like, did you just see that? He rolled over. He did a front roll. Boom, boom,
Suck
boom.
it.
Like,
Like,
what
he
the
tripped
fuck?
himself almost. Jesus Christ. Look at that. Bam. Okay, see, and then this is where it gets ridiculous. The Rock, when he does that flip, he's pushing on the mat. You can tell, and he's swinging
Oh,
himself
yeah.
off. It's like,
Oh yeah.
that kills the whole fucking move, man. Damn it.
How about when have you ever seen Scott Hall get fucking stunned?
He just got shotgunned, bro.
Oh my god.
He got catapulted. He's just like,
That boy went flying. He's like, he's gone.
fucking Rojo says Vince sold the worst stunner in history. Yeah, he started twitching and shit. He was like, he was like our logo. Like fucking Vince just, I don't know what Vince thought, the stunner was supposed to do to people. That did not make any sense whatsoever.
Who knows?
But with Murphy, yeah, I would definitely have him go to Seth Rollins. I think that's something that should definitely happen. Now with Lashley, here's the thing, man. He's kind of in a weird zone like how Samoa Joe was at a couple WrestleManias where he's on the roster, he's not injured, but he's not having a match.
Yeah.
Lashley probably needs to just be in that Andre Battle Royal, win it, and then the night after Raw, just have him have a face-off with Brock Lesnar, and then somebody comes in and interrupts it, and then that's Lashley's new program. Because I think Lashley needs to just start beating people, just random people.
Yeah.
And I know it's like, oh, be the booker, you guys can be all creative. Wait, just beat everybody? Wow, nice, Nick. It's like, I'm sorry, that's all I got for Lashley, man. They don't want to have you win the title, so what the fuck can I do? You know what I mean?
I mean, they're really only giving us so much.
Yeah, there's nothing to work with. But here's the thing. It's time for us. How about that Ringside Warzone? Now, he didn't see AEW. I didn't see AEW. He didn't see NXT. I did see NXT. I want to put this out there right now. NXT was a fucking amazing show, man. I got to talk about the fact that with NXT, I mean, the start of the show wasn't so great. The Bros race, I think they're not that funny. The bro shit's getting old, and I think this is definitely beneath what Pete Dunne is capable of. So I didn't like that at all. I think Garza winning after his fucking match on Raw was super awesome. He had two of the best matches of the week. That's amazing to me. So really cool how he's doing that shit over. Dominic and Keith Lee, I think that the match with Killian Dane was fucking boring as shit, but Dominic won. And I like how, Keith Lee and Dominic had this weird little, like, competitive, I'm going to whoop your ass later, but I'm not really mad at you type shit. They're not forcing a rivalry. It's all about the title. Makes the title look good, makes the mid card look good. That's awesome, but I think Keith Lee should be doing something way better than this because he's a future super duper star. Like, he's going to be fucking amazing if they don't fuck him up. Now, I don't know if you knew about this, but Charlotte Flair actually went to NXT. Did you know about that at all?
Yeah, I know. She went to go face off with Rhea Ripley, and then Bianca Belair got involved.
Yeah, and it was for one, Bianca Belair. She's going kind of viral a little bit because she had this really funny face in a.
Yeah, no, I seen that shit.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. But the thing is, though, is I think that makes sense, and is that Belair and Rhea Ripley beat her up. I think that's really really good because now it's creating this storyline of fuck Raw, NXT is a shit, and it's like a little storyline going on there. The biggest thing about this too that I like is that it made me not only excited for whatever Flair's going to do, which most likely will be against NXT's champion, but Belair and Ripley, I am hyped for that match now because Charlotte's going to come and get revenge on both of them. So what's the chaos that we're going to see? And could this lead to a triple threat match at WrestleMania with Bianca, her first WWE match, being a main event at WrestleMania? Wouldn't that be fucking insane? Do you think there's a slight chance of that happening?
I doubt it.
Oh, well, man.
I only doubt it only because the night before is going to be fucking TakeOver.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly also doubt that they will do that because I'm pretty sure that they're going to have a match at TakeOver. And then Charlotte Flair is going to fucking ruin it for somebody. And then that's when Bianca Belair will show up on WrestleMania and ruin it for somebody.
Oh, they're just going to go back and forth with this shit?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. But...
Because it's like, damn, that is some WWE type shit to do.
Yeah, I mean, and in a sense, because we're kind of doing, predictions. Yeah, you're probably right. Honestly, I take the magic out of the whole thing. Yeah, I mean,
exactly,
if I were to bet on this, I would bet on whatever you just said. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. The chat saying the greatest oversell of all time. The Rock was doing some gymnastics there, damn straight. Devin the Great saying AEW was really good this week. Cody had the best saving. The matches were also very good. That's the thing with AEW is that the matches are always good, especially if you're working out or something. You just want some really cool, intense stuff happening on screen. But I gotta tell y'all, like I do not like that show, man. The pacing of the show, and we'll talk about that more next week or something because I didn't watch AEW this week. But hopefully you're right, Devin the Great. I really, really hope you're correct there. He said, "Dream Booker question: which past wrestler in their prime would you go back in time and bring forward today? Who would they face? And what match would you put them in?" So we'll take a break from our review stuff. Hovig, I don't know if you caught me reading that as fast as I did, but
I did not. All I heard was, what wrestlers would you take from back in the day and
in their prime?
In their prime, and then what else?
And would you, in their prime, would you go back in time and bring forward today? So yeah, you had to bring them to today's roster, today's modern angles. Who would they face, and what match would you put them in? So,
fuck.
For me, this is what I would do. Back in their prime, there's been so many great wrestlers, and I feel like they don't really fit so well in today's climate, except for one person in particular, and that's Stone Cold Steve Austin. I know everyone probably assumed I was going to say that, but I'm sorry. He's one of my favorites. I would put Stone Cold from back then to here and have him take on John Cena. I think that's the only dream match that we're never going to have. You know what I mean? Well, there's another one, and I'll leave you to say that, and if you don't say it, I'll probably just kind of name drop it. But Stone Cold versus John Cena would be a really, really good match. I think they both have very boring, basic styles. So what's cool about it is the promos and the reason why they're fighting. And Stone Cold just throwing those fucking potatoes, man. Just fucking punching as hard as he can, doing stiff-ass moves. That shit would be fucking amazing. So yeah, Stone Cold versus Cena. And I would have Cena go over. I know that's blasphemy, especially for me being an Austin fan. But yeah, I think John Cena needs to have a rebellious win. I think he needs to win and also say, fuck you. None of that handshake shit. He needs to beat Austin decisively and needs to go on and beat somebody else's ass. But how about you, man?
Not gonna lie. I was also gonna pick Austin.
Okay, makes sense though. He's one of the fucking best.
I mean, it's not that he's one of the best. He's really one of the only ones that's so easy to do. Mm-hmm. I would legit bring Austin and feud him with fucking CM Punk. If he was still on the roster.
Match I was gonna say too, Stone Cold versus CM Punk. That's a big match.
That is everybody. So everyone knows that Undertaker's my guy.
Mm-hmm.
And Undertaker versus Sting wasn't like a big fantasy match for me because I was like, two different fucking people. Like it almost makes no sense why they would feud, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But Stone Cold is CM Punk, then that's fucking money right there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like that's like that. I remember when WWE 13 was coming out, and because CM Punk was the cover, and it was WWE Attitude. Like they brought back the entire Attitude Era. It was an Attitude Era focused game. And then they announced that Stone Cold Steve Austin was going to have like a collector's edition. Aha!
Yeah,
This
that's it.
shit right here.
Yeah, and they're having an argument, and it's a very real argument, but they keep like doing these little weird things of like, hey, yeah, I'll beat your ass and I'll take your title in the game. And
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, in the game, wink, wink, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you too, in the game. And he's like, yeah, I'm a better man than you in the game. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah. And then all of a sudden, then Stone Cold's like saying, he's like, yeah, well, you know what? If my knee wasn't so fucked and blah blah blah, I would strap my boots on right now. I'll take you outside right now, son. I was like, somebody make this shit happen.
yeah. Yeah, and I, like Stone Cold versus Brock Lesnar was another big one where literally Paul Heyman, God, Paul Heyman's fucking amazing sometimes, but like they did
Oh
this
yeah.
Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast show on the W Network, and at the end, Paul Heyman was like, "Hey, so are you afraid of Brock Lesnar?" And he's like, "I'll beat the fuck out of that
Oh
motherfucker. I'll beat his
my.
ass." You know what I
Oh
mean? If he
my
has the fucking
god.
balls, and then Paul Heyman was like, "Well, he does have the balls because he's a beast." And he's my client, and he will fucking destroy you. Oh yeah, well tell
Yo.
that motherfucker I'm right here. I fucked his wife. I don't
Yep.
fucking need to do all that.
Oh my god, I remember that shit. And then
Yeah,
he
they
was
got in
like,
trouble.
"Go ahead, call Brock right now. Call him right now." And he starts fucking yelling at it. I was like, yo, Austin, calm down, bro."
Yeah, they got fucking like
And I think even Paul was like, "Shit, what the fuck did I do?"
yeah, it was
And,
amazing.
I love it. I love how the way it ended. He goes, "So are we done?" He goes, "Yeah, we're goddamn
Yeah,
done."
we're done. Get the fuck out of here. Go get a couple fucking hot dogs, you fat fuck.
And then you know the best part is, and
What?
then you go on Stone Cold's actual podcast with Paul Heyman on, and he's on it for like 2 hours, and it's like one of the greatest things ever because they legit just talk about everything,
Yeah,
and it's not even close to what it was on the fucking
which is
WWE
great.
network.
I'm
I
so
was like,
glad it
what the
wasn't.
fuck just happened?
How do you guys be able to fit all of this content in one fucking seating or whatever the fuck? You know what I mean? It's cool. But yeah, like those are big. One other thing I'm surprised you didn't say actually, because people are talking about Stain. It's like, yeah, bring back Stain versus Mil Morales or yeah, some other Japanese stuff. Which man, I can't even say Benoit Voldemort. God damn. Oh, I get what you're saying. God damn, don't speak of Chris Benoit's name. He's not real. That's fucking
Benoit
hilarious.
Voldemort.
I will
He
say
who he who shall not be named.
Benoit versus Daniel Bryan. I mean, I'm surprised no one said that. That's a big one. But Steen being brought back. I feel like Steen, obviously versus the Undertaker is cool. But one thing I always wanted to see is back in 2017 when Steen was still around, Baron Corbin was doing tons of amazing shit in NXT. And the first thing I thought of when the Lone Wolf, fucking Baron Corbin comes out with that fucking music in the background, that spotlight on him, I was like, dude, I want him to take out Steen. Like Baron Corbin, Steen, holy shit, sign me up. And I'm pretty bummed that didn't happen. But yeah, man, like it's obviously Steen Undertaker. I mean, how can you not say that, right?
Yeah, no, I mean that'd be a great match and all, but my thing is it was never like a big fantasy match for me.
Really, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I mean, like I was like, why would they fight each other? Like, what would be the point? And oh, okay, I get it because he was like the top dog in WCW.
Oh,
Taker
wrong
was a
button there.
top dog, and huh?
I hit the wrong button there. My bad. But go ahead.
Oh, you good. No, so like I was saying, I was like, oh, okay, so they were both the top dogs in their respective companies, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, but still, that's enough. I mean, Cena was top dog too, and Sting was top dog. You could have those two fight too. I mean, that really didn't matter to me at all. But
Yeah.
it would have been an interesting fight or a match.
Ooh, Bam Bam Bigelow versus Kevin Owens. Fuck yeah. Rob Van Dam versus Matt Riddle. I would take that now. Fuck young Rob Van Dam, even current Rob Van Dam versus Matt Riddle. I would love. That'd be the shit, man. Eddie Guerrero versus Stone Cold. They did do that, but man, they started that out bad. Steve Austin was basically singing drunk karaoke, and Eddie Guerrero was like, "Hey, what you doing? Why you over here like singing and enjoying yourself, fucker? I'm gonna fuck you up." It's like, hold on, why would Guerrero even be at the same fucking karaoke place? These two badass wrestlers are at karaoke. Are you fucking kidding me? He's the rattlesnake. This is dumb. You know, I don't like comedy shit with
Ooh,
like my main
ooh,
characters.
ooh, ooh. How about HBK and AJ Styles?
I feel like it's gonna happen still, but yeah, absolutely. I think
You
that's
feel you think so?
oh that's gonna happen, dude. How the fuck not? But if bald ass Shawn Michaels came back for that Undertaker Kane match, he'll come back for some quality. Fuck yeah,
Shit,
sir.
that paycheck gotta be so big though.
Yeah, man. No, that's something. I mean, people have put fucking art together for that, and art that really looks beautiful, by the way. Like this thing over here. I don't know if you've seen this. I think we
Oh
talked about
yeah,
it on the
yeah,
show
I've seen
before.
that.
Yeah, right here, dude. Like, talk about money. That's another big one, man. But yeah, that'd be cool.
So,
CM Punk versus
so
Daniel Bryan.
somebody gotta update that shit because Sean don't have that hair no more.
I know. It wouldn't look really bad now. That same exact fucking picture, and he's just bald as fuck on the side. But still, I don't care how they look, man. If they get old, they get old. I love these guys, so I think that'd be cool. Actually, Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. Sasha's still in her prime. Damn, man. Talking shit. Ricky Steamboat versus Nakamura. Yep, that too. Tajiri versus Nakamura would be great. Lots of good stuff. I feel like I just said something racist though. It's like, oh yeah, the Asian guys, you know, Asian versus Asian. I just pulled a WWE. How they always have to have like the black dude versus black dude or Asian dude versus Asian dude. But
No,
yeah,
okay. Somebody just said Asuka and Io Shirai.
yeah, that'd be good too.
Yeah,
But
so I
sometimes you
mean,
can't help but put them together. I guess yeah. Can you imagine Tajiri versus Asuka though? They spit miss at each other. It's like, oh fuck. They're
oh
just
my
like,
god, how about Shinsuke Nakamura and Brock Lesnar?
you know, they did fight actually.
I know. I've
Oh,
seen the
thank you.
match.
It was a good match.
It was a great match. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Bye.
CJ, yeah, you're the shit, man. No, I love all these matches. Devin the Great too. All you guys in here, man. So glad you guys are actually chilling with us too, by the way. Because at first no one was really in here. I know
Bianca Belair versus Sasha. Yeah, whatever. I don't care.
I
I
want
don't
that
really
match to
care
happen,
about.
but
Huh?
I want that match to happen, but I just don't think it's really like Sasha. I think it's super in her prime. I think her prime is actually yet to even happen. I think like next year she's gonna be like at her best.
Dean Ambrose versus John Moxley. Book it.
Well, I almost said that would be good, my dumbass. Batista versus Lashley, yes, but how
No,
the fuck have we not had Batista versus Brock Lesnar?
that's a good question. How about fucking Batista? What was that homeboy's name? The one that looked like him?
Oh, Mason Ryan.
Mason Ryan.
Yeah, bro. You know what's funny is like I like to watch video game trailers a lot, so I go back and watch the Resident Evil 1 remake trailer, and
Uh-huh.
they have Mason Ryan's theme song in there.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah. It's called Grizzly. If you guys look it up, the song's called Grizzly. Just put Mason Ryan Grizzly, and it's the same song. Like every time I hear that song, I think of like that announcer from Resident Evil going like, "Yes, absolutely scary on Nintendo GameCube. The dead are back." Like it's like, oh shit, you know what I mean? But
Oh God, I don't think I've ever watched that trailer.
yeah,
I
I'll
gotta
show
go
to you
watch it
afterwards.
later.
Yeah, it's cool as fuck. It's a good song for it. But yeah, Batista and Mason Ryan. I say, like, people are gonna talk shit to me. But I gotta tell you, I do think that Mason Ryan was a better wrestler than Batista. Like, he even had a couple NXT matches. He was good. It's just his mic skills were pretty shitty.
To be
You know?
completely fair, really don't remember too much of what Mason Ryan's done, so I can't really agree or disagree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. CJ says Luther Reigns versus Roman Reigns. Winner takes last name.
Oh my
Fucking love
God.
that shit. Fucking have it. Back in the day, Dan Severn. Have Dan Severn come back and beat Brock Lesnar. But I'll stop now. I know we're getting too fucking fanboy, and I apologize for that.
Bobby Roode versus Robert Roode. No, but for real, though, Bam Bam Bigelow versus Kevin Owens, I think is like the best one on that list.
No, absolutely, dude. You know what I actually really want? I want Adam Rose versus No Way Jose.
Oh my God.
Or Val Venus versus Felix. Our Felix Finch.
Hold on, have you seen Adam Rose these days?
Yeah, he's big, huh?
That's
He's
a big
doing good.
boy.
That's a big piece.
That's a big boy. God damn.
I don't know if it's a good big though. I gotta
I
tell
don't
you, man.
know.
I don't know if this guy be pulling in chicks. I mean, he's big and he might be a good wrestler, but goddamn,
But
look at this.
I'm trying to figure it out though. Like, is he big muscular or big as in muscular and fat? Like, I can't tell.
No, I don't think he's that fat. I think he's pretty fucking big. But like back here, man, Leo Kruger, that character was fucking awesome. I loved his character as that. Adam Rose was such a downgrade, man. And I guess the reasoning for that, they said that he has too much of a friendly face, so they fucking completely just wiped that whole fucking gimmick.
Yeah, look at him now.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't look that fucking friendly, dude. This dude's gonna eat my fucking chicken, then fuck my girl. Like, I mean, this dude, like, yeah, he's.
You know, okay, see, you know what's funny? You see that photo right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually the pro wrestling school that's down the road from me, Team Vision Dojo.
Oh shit! Well, go over there and get choked up by Adam Rose.
Well, the funny thing is, I actually did go to an open house with them once, and I actually did run the ropes and shit because I wanted to join.
Mm-hmm.
But then I fucked my fucking shoulder or my rotator cuff up, and they were like, and I was like, well, there goes that.
Yeah, try again though, man. Go over there and be a wrestler, and then come on here and be like, "Hey guys, I'm a wrestler. Hey,
Yeah,
look at
right.
me. I'm the shit."
No, I still want to. You know, the funny thing is, I was playing WWE 2K20 the other day, and I was doing like my player mode and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sitting there going through all like the training and like what they were doing at like the indies. I was like, damn. It's like I wanted to do that. Fuck.
Damn, fucked up. But no, man. But looking at the rest of the NXT show, I will say that the last thing that I really enjoyed for the show is the return of Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream is one of my favorite fucking NXT wrestlers, and I hope he never comes to goddamn WWE or the main roster stuff because he's so fucking incredible. This guy. He came back and just pretty much whacked the fuck out the goddamn Undisputed Era in the defense of our baby faces, but at the same time, and this goes down to math, doesn't make sense. Well, I guess it does in a sense because there is like four Undisputed Era guys and they're fucking up the three other guys. But I'm thinking like at some point, one of these faces have to turn heel. I can't help but think that around Takeover, right before WrestleMania, we're gonna see Ciampa versus Velveteen Dream, two extremely popular guys going against each other because this dude, as popular as he is, this character can't stay face for too long because it kind of ruins the whole effect. He has to be kind of an asshole, you know what I mean? Like that's just the
Right.
way they do these things. But I mean, what's your memories of Velveteen Dream? Because I know that you don't watch the show now, but like when we used to do these shows all the time, I remember you were kind of big on him, right?
Yeah, no, I was. And what was like the most recent last thing that I remember with Dream? Oh my god, his fucking feud with Aleister Black.
Yeah, amazing, right?
Jesus Christ, like how could you forget that shit?
Yeah.
Like that was which match was it? Was it during a takeover match? I forget.
It was a
But
takeover match, yeah, and
it was
he was
definitely
fucking with Aleister Black too. Like there was times where he was kind of like mocking his whole like sit down in the ring thing, and other
right,
people have
right,
done that
right.
now too. But I mean, like I know Buddy Murphy has done that quite a bit, and it's kind of annoying too. Cause I'm like, oh, why you guys steal the thing? You know, it's kind of cool before. What the fuck? But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking at this, so man, he did come back. He whooped ass. I think ending the show off, having not only his return, but then having him kind of defend the baby faces. I think that was very, very important. I think that's one of those things that's going to be in his video packages for the next fucking 4 months because that shit like that and him being in position to even do that is WWE putting their stock in him saying, listen, this motherfucker's going to do something special. It's cool, but I don't think he's going to be a face. And I feel like he definitely made NXT, for sure, the best part of the week. I gotta give NXT in general 3.5 out of 5. There was a couple matches that are kind of boring. I didn't bring up Mercedes, whatever the fuck her name is. I didn't like that stuff. A few other things I didn't like. So yeah, that's the case there. But now let's get into Raw, and we're gonna do this shit pretty quickly, sir. First of all, Randy Orton. That beginning. What did you think about the Randy Orton promo?
It definitely reminded me of the Roman Reigns promo the night after WrestleMania where he beat the Undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
Because you remember how he comes out to the ring and he's just booed to fucking hell and back.
Mm-hmm.
And then the only thing he actually just said was, "This is my yard now," and just walked out.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the same.
Thing in a sense,
Fe- yeah, that's kind of like the same thing that I ended up thinking about the entire time I was watching that. So, I mean, that's whatever. I
Because for
mean,
me, I think he went too long. I think it's bad for the audience. I think it's bad for the interest in the feud. I don't say food. It's bad for food, goddammit. No, but then also, too, I think it's bad in the sense of Orton being capable of delivering good reasons as to why. Like, he had good reasons. You could have done this whole promo and could have, like, prompted people to go watch the Royal Rumble because he could have just been like, listen, you fucking Edge, you threw me out. You know, I thought we were a fucking team. I thought Ready RKO was back that night, and you did that shit. You're the fucking bad guy. And that would have been enough for some people to kind of like, okay, well, we love Edge, but Randy Orton has a point, but then he went too far. It could have been a whole dialogue opened up about this. There could have been polls that everybody could have put on fucking the website over this. It could have been a lot. And unfortunately, I mean, you could have had a wrestler in the back saying, "Man, that's some bullshit. Randy Orton said that, huh?" And then have Randy fuck him up, and then they have a match for it, and Randy gets to perform in front of the audience. Could have been a lot of stuff here, but instead they didn't. They said, they wanted to pad this out like it's fucking Walking Dead. But guess what? You're not fucking Walking Dead. You're not a show that can leave cliffhangers in the start of a goddamn show. So yeah, what the fuck. I think it was dumb. I didn't really like that at all. But then, something else happened. Oh, what's up?
I don't know about you, but I'm actually intrigued about that headline on that photo.
Oh, I already clicked out of it. What did it say?
It says CM Punk tweeted some shit and it led to like a Twitter smack fest between Tony Khan and I think Randy Orton. I'm like,
oh, really?
What? I was like, what just happened? What happened?
Lost Man saying hello. Did CM Punk come back to the WWE? No, he did not come back to the WWE. But thank you for watching Lost Man 138. Really appreciate anyone actually going in the chat and talking with us and whatnot. But he works for Fox. CM Punk, what he'll do is he'll appear once every like 2 or 3 weeks on this talking backstage show, whatever. And he's said quite a few things that got people kind of excited for his return. And now everyone watches these shows like, man, what's CM Punk gonna say? But I think they're gonna like put the lid on him a little bit because they don't want him saying too much shit because he's been a little too honest lately on that show. But yeah, one thing I gotta bring up. Oh, I just hit the fucking button, got out of that goddamn thing. Your girl has come back, boy. Your girl, and you know who that girl is?
Ruby Riott.
Ruby Riott. Oh my god, it's gonna be a riot. A Ruby Riott. So fucking stupid. But she did come back. Did some damage on a particular lady. Good old what's her name again? Liv Morgan.
Good old Harley Quinn. I mean Liv Morgan. Yeah.
Yeah, like the third fucking Harley Quinn we've got in this goddamn show. I'm supposed to see fucking. Come on, guys.
Right.
Yeah. And by the way, it always happens spontaneously with the Harley Quinn movie. It's like, really? You don't find Wonder Woman attractive? Like, Jesus Christ. Like, pick another girl to fucking cosplay.
I mean, apparently Sasha Banks thinks that she's Wonder Woman, so whatever.
Yeah, man. But no, CJ, he's talking about, they say she turned heel when she left as a heel. Yeah, she left with, I think she had this thing with, I don't know if I forgot what it was, because I get confused with Paige and her sometimes. Not because of skin color, by the way.
The Ruby Riots?
Yeah, well,
the Riot Squad.
Well, she had Liv, and then she had, was it Sonya Deville, or who was the other girl? There was another girl. I could have sworn it was Sonya Deville, but
no. I think it was Sarah Logan.
Sarah Logan, thank you. Yes, Sarah Logan. Yeah, so
because Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose and Paige were in the Paige thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was it called?
Turn to Pages. I don't know.
I forget what it was, but they were together.
Yeah, I hate that new one, the Bukkake Warriors. I don't know why Paige would call them that. Or what? Wait, it's not called that. Jesus Christ.
You mean the Kabuki Warriors?
The Kabuki Warriors.
What was that shit called?
I can't believe we just called them Bukkake Warriors. I say that as a joke usually, but I fucked up and said that out loud.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, please do not let that up, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, if I was editing this, that would be gone. That would be gone right now. Anyways. Yeah, but she came back, and once again, there's some silly shit where they do. It's almost like when you're playing with your action figures, and someone, you only have 2 hands, so you can't control a third person. What's up with her beating Liv Morgan and Lana just stands there?
Absolution is what they were.
Absolution, okay, yeah. And I absolutely forgot them because they were that
absolutely. Yeah, fun. I was like, yeah, oh my god. But
yeah, man, I will say that I didn't like the idea of Lana just sitting there doing nothing, and I thought what would be cool is if Ruby turned around and beat the fuck out of Lana too.
Yeah, I thought that would have been probably like the best follow up to her attacking Liv Morgan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because
they didn't do it, which is annoying.
Because I'm just trying to figure out. I was like, why would you attack Liv? Like, what's the?
And like, she's already involved in a shitty storyline. Like, you want to put a hat on a hat now? Like, that storyline's not even kind of done yet. You know what I mean? So like, what? It's Ruby Riott fucking both Rusev and Lashley. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just something that doesn't make sense here. It's like, explain.
I just remembered. They brought fucking poor Liv Morgan into this stupid Lana, Lashley, Rusev shit. I just realized that.
Yeah. No, it's bad.
Oh my god, that poor girl.
Yeah, man. Yeah, she can't get a break. But Drew McIntyre, though, he's getting too much of a break. I think they're kind of overly doing Drew McIntyre. They had him do this shit where he comes in and just beats the absolute shit son of fucking what's his name? Mojo Rawley. Yeah, I'm like, what's his name? I was talking good about him earlier, but no. Yeah, he even tells him straight up on the microphone, like, "Hey, man, I'm about to kick your head in 3 seconds." Which, by the way, he did it less than 3 seconds, as said by the commentary team, which is kind of stupid because here's the thing: don't say the motherfucker's wrong, whether it's longer than 3 or shorter than 3. He said 3, stick with the 3, right? But then to go out of their way, man, Mojo sucks so bad, guys. He got him in 2 seconds. Holy shit, what a bitch!
You know, I'm actually looking at these pictures of fucking Drew McIntyre, especially this one in the middle on the page. I'm like, does he look like fucking Captain Price from Modern Warfare or Liev Schreiber with long hair?
A little bit.
I was like, I'm trying to fucking figure it out.
Yeah, I'm just surprised that we finally got a fucking page here where all the Drew McIntyres look like the same person because, my God, like before, he does not, with the beard off and the
Oh
whole
my
three-man
god!
band shit. It's like, who is he? Oh, he's successful? What? I can't believe it.
During the
Um,
three-man band, wasn't he a lot like thinner?
oh, a lot thinner. Yeah,
Like
here it is right
he
here.
wasn't as muscular, wasn't he?
Yeah, because this looks like one of those pictures that you'll see like way back in like, oh, when I first started wrestling. No, he was already champion, the chosen one, all that shit. And
Right.
that's how thin he looks. Which he still looks good, nice body, muscles and everything. I'm sure he
Oh
would do
no,
well at the
no,
club.
these days he's fucking monstrous.
Yeah, so it's just kind of crazy how things kind of change with that. Um,
Well,
yeah,
like I said last week, all you gotta do is just go to Impact for a little bit.
I know, right? Like, hey, can I have some steroids here? Yes, you can do all the drugs here as long as you make the money. Okay. Uh,
Speaking of steroids, whatever happened with Jinder Mahal?
that's unfortunate for him, bro. we think of Jinder Mahal. He's like the new test, but it's like speaking of steroids. This I don't want to be that guy that's said at the end of that sentence, but he was doing this weird thing with Bollywood Bros for a second. I remember,
I
and
remember
then
that.
he got like reduced to fucking like pre-shows. Like, yeah, like I forgot what fucking happened with him, but yeah, it was rough. Jinder Mahal could have been really big, but I think Brock Lesnar put a fucking foot to that flame. You know what I mean?
He's like, nope.
Because you remember what's going to happen. Brock and Jinder are supposed to have a program.
Yeah,
Champion
I
versus
know that.
champion. And Brock's like, wait, he's not white. No, I don't know what the fuck happened with that, but
No,
yeah.
I remember what happened. I remember Brock said that Jinder doesn't have what it takes to go up against him, and then that's why they ended up putting AJ Styles against Brock Lesnar.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that does
Yeah,
make more sense. Yeah.
yeah.
Ah, fucking crazy. But yeah, so what'd you feel about the whole like three second fucking knockdown of Mojo? Do you think that this is a burial, or do you think that Mojo's gonna come back
No,
from this?
that was definitely very Paul Heyman like, because don't forget everything. Every time Paul Heyman he says something about a match that's going to happen, especially the way he said it's going to happen. He's like, it's a spoiler alert. And then fucking Drew doing that, I was like, it's a spoiler
Yeah.
alert. So it felt very like Paul Heyman like. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't like what they did. I think it's fucking stupid. The Architects of Pain, which is what I'm calling them because they don't have a name yet. I'm not going to call it the Monday Night Messiah bullshit. But I think they did good against Owens and the Raiders. But I do feel like this is very 80s with the whole stupid ass Viking bullshit. I don't like how big and dumb the AOP are. And then this whole Samoa Joe thing. Have you noticed that your boy's gone?
Where was he going?
He gone. He gone. Samoa Joe. He gone. You wanna know
Where he
why?
going?
He
Why?
gone rehab. I don't know what the fuck he apparently fucked up. It says
Oh
rumor
right,
killer.
yeah.
Yeah, right here it says rumor killer out of WWE wellness policy situation that he fucked up on the wellness policy. I do not believe that it was a fuck up, and that's why I'm saying what the case is. But he did injure himself, or I don't know if he injured himself, but he did take a nasty bump the week before. He drove through the ropes and he fucked himself up. Either way, dude, do some fucking training. I've always said about Samoa Joe. It's like, dude, this is why you keep getting injuries because you're fucking blown out within 2 minutes of the fucking match usually. I think Samoa Joe's absence kind of put this shit in a weird situation.
Oh yeah, it says Joe suffered a concussion.
Yeah, yeah, he fucked himself up. But the thing is, though, it's like, yeah, I don't really, I don't know what to think about this, man. I think Joe's absence is fucking us up, but at the same time, it's like maybe it's gonna force him to do something creative. But what are you feeling about this whole architects whatever the fuck of pain?
The AOP
Yeah,
versus KO type of shit.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I was,
That was
I
a
was
long way for I don't know.
no, because I was actually so when I was watching that 6-man elimination tag match,
Uh-huh.
when Kevin Owens was like literally the last person left, and then he just started eliminating Murphy and then Aiken. Uh, I'm like, is he Dolph Ziggler from Survivor Series 2014?
Pretty much, right?
I was like, is he really just eliminating everybody on his own?
Yeah.
And then fucking Razor or whatever the hell his name is comes in and just fucking slams him to like bitch ass hell. I was like, oh,
Bitch ass hell.
okay.
Not just hell, but bitch ass hell.
I was like, I'm sitting there watching that shit. And I was like, oh, so Kevin Owens is not gonna win. I was like, okay, got it.
Yeah. Which is
We
good.
got it. Which is which was kind of shocked to me because usually when they do that and all of a sudden, you know, the person doing like that comeback move is going to be the one who's a winner.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I started thinking about Dolph Ziggler. But then I'm like, oh wait, Sting helped out Dolph Ziggler. That's right. That's why you won.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it makes sense the way they do that. But now, what are you feeling about this situation with Charlotte Flair basically saying like, I'm not gonna tell anybody, who I'm gonna be facing at WrestleMania, but Rhea Ripley makes her debut on Raw, kind of early, little like shocking that she even showed up. But yeah, how'd you feel like this went?
I do like the fact of Rhea Ripley showing up. I mean, it was kind of expected because it was kind of like hinted last week in a sense because everybody was like, "Oh my God, Charlotte could pick anyone." That means she could go down to NXT and pick Rhea Ripley. I was like, "That'd be dope." Not
Well,
gonna lie.
see, but here's the thing. I remember we said this too, which I actually liked your idea better, by the way. And I think somebody else had this like
What was,
a while ago.
what was my idea?
Your idea, I remember you said that, they're gonna copy Tessa Blanchard in Impact, and they're gonna have this fucking chick go after a males championship like 205 Live or fucking Intercontinental, maybe even World Title. I remember you said something close to that, which I was like, dude, I'm all in favor of that. Like, they never say, hey, you can pick any women's based championship. It's like, no, you can pick any championship. So why the
Oh,
fuck?
right, right, right,
You know
right,
what I mean?
right. I do remember.
Yeah, which would be great. Dark Slayer, hey there, how you doing, man? Thanks for coming over here. And I don't know if you care about wrestling a whole lot, but we're gonna go deep in this shit. But yeah, Rhea Ripley, man, I really enjoyed her or not return, her debut, especially with the NXT belt. Kind of just puts the light on that. Like, hey guys, like on top of me showing up having this fucking belt, which is always the greatest to showcase that on a big show, but also too, like I'm already involved in the storyline with Bianca Belair. So, once you guys come watch NXT when Charlotte goes over there, which they did announce in this segment, it did kind of put out there of like, hey, Rhea Ripley's not the only person to be scared of. There's other women over here that are fucking super capable of whooping Charlotte Flair's ass. And this just increased everything I loved about NXT because NXT was the fucking show this week. But yeah, man, I really like that. But we'll move on from that. And one thing I really want to touch on, and then we'll get out of here. Aleister Black. So your boy Aleister Black. Last week he said something about like, hey, I'm gonna chase people. I'm gonna fucking find my own matches. I'm not waiting for people to fight me anymore because you're all a bunch of pussies. And he did some boring ass shit again. He fought against a nobody. What'd you feel about that, man?
I fast forwarded it.
I mean, seriously, because what are you missing?
Huh?
No, but it's like, what are you missing if you don't? You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. Why? Why would I watch it? I'm like, just like not just a few minutes ago, I was literally talking about him and his feud with Velveteen Dream, which was one of the greatest feuds that I've seen on NXT. And then I watch him on the fucking main product, and he's just doing stupid shit like that.
mm-hmm.
You're Alistair fucking Black.
One of the
Stop doing
best.
this. Stop doing this stupid shit.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. And here's the thing, man. So we talk about Bobby Lashley. We're not gonna talk about the match.
Why
Really.
in the hell? Why in the hell is Bobby Lashley? Oh wait, no, never mind.
Oh, okay. I'll put it out
I,
here.
I was just about to be like, why is it Aleister Black going up against the fucking Fiend? And I'm like, wait a minute, wrong show.
Yeah,
Never
wrong
mind.
show. But your boy
God
Ricochet.
damn it. My boy Ricochet.
Yeah, your boy Ricochet. Guys, ask it after his big win. I love the triple threat match. I think everything about this match was fucking great. I think
And
that.
oh my God, there's a monster!
Go,
Go,
God!
go,
No!
go,
No!
go.
Damn it! No! Damn it! He has a family! No!
God,
Fuck shit!
God
Fuck you!
damn, oh my
No!
God!
Damn it! Damn it!
Good
Wrestling!
God, good God Almighty! He's gonna have to figure his asshole later.
Oh, man, I miss Jim Ross on fucking WWE. Like, he's cool on AEW, but sometimes he gets the names wrong. Like, there goes Puerto Rico. What's the name? Fuck. But I'm looking over here, man. I think that Brock Lesnar showing up was a really cool, unpredicted thing that they did at the end. I think that it's continuing the story of Ricochet aiding Drew McIntyre in eliminating Brock Lesnar in the first place. Plus, dude, a Saudi Arabia show, Ricochet, he's gonna fucking entertain the fuck out of that crowd. Brock Lesnar coming out here too. I think that we're gonna get more Brock on these shows because Paul Heyman is running the fucking show.
Yeah.
Which that just kind of emphasizes how important Paul Heyman is as far as being a backstage guy. So
Yeah.
loved it, man. So with that said, and you can kind of talk about this if you want to, last words and everything. What would you rate Raw?
I'd give it a 3 out of 5.
I give it a 2.5 out of 5.
There you go. Close enough.
And the reasoning why I give it such a lower number is because, yeah, like this ending of the show was fucking great. Lots of storylines were kind of based around this, and they kind of keep emphasizing and accentuating how important this match was. Very, very cool. Very unpredictable the entire time. But what was bad about the show is everything that happened before this.
Yeah.
It's like this show was actually, take off the unpredictability and the awesomeness of that main event. This show is almost like a 1 out of 5 because it was so fucking bad. But it's just when you keep reminding people, no, people, even if you don't like this, we got some good shit at the end. It makes you really appreciate that you weren't lied to. And it's like, dude, tonight was important, or that Raw was important. I'd say tonight, but it's like I'm so used to doing Raw reactions the night of. But yeah, Raw was a very, very important night, and I feel like that's the way they should end those nights. Where just like an Attitude Era, not saying Attitude Era is amazing or anything, or perfect, but what they did correctly is that when there was a fucking pay-per-view coming up, they would build that shit so well that at the very, very end, you couldn't take it anymore. You have to see, what's going to happen next. And I feel like this kind of did that with the Ricochet thing. I'm curious to see what happens, and I hope that Ricochet fucks Brock Lesnar up, but we'll see. Time for that SmackDown, though, bro. We'll do this very, very quickly, like extremely quickly, because I got to get out of here. But with good old fucking SmackDown, I don't even know where to start in a sense because there were so many things that kind of happened. Bill Goldberg coming back I thought was cool, but man, they should have told you that it was via satellite because that crowd started booing like a motherfucker.
Man, they did everyone dirty.
Dirty as fuck.
They were like hyping it up on Monday Night Raw. They were hyping it up throughout the fucking night, saying Bill Goldberg Friday night SmackDown. Bill Goldberg tonight. And at Homeboy's like via satellite. I'm like, bro, you pulled the Rock.
Yeah. I was like, what are you gonna do? Make fun of fucking Moganax? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I didn't like that at all, man. And I don't like Goldberg's promo. He's very like, hey guys, so I'm by my car and I want to wrestle again because it looks like fun. So I'll probably hang out with you. And then fucking Bray Wyatt's like, well, hey, everything I'm doing is kind of boring. So sure, I guess I'll fight you then. I'm like, is this a Universal title match, or is this like fucking what you guys are trying to do to get people to watch the next commercial? Oh, this is bad. Very, very bad.
Don't forget, this is for the Super Showdown, so it's very not canon. Mm-hmm. So, but I do have to say one thing. What's that? This is actually a Super Showdown I might want to watch.
Mm-hmm. Well, they put a lot into these shows, though, too, because they got like, the biggest legends.
Yeah, no, I know that. But, because they did the whole thing with Goldberg and Undertaker, and then did like a lot of these I have not watched. I just maybe watched like a couple matches on like YouTube or something like that. But this one, I mean, Ricochet versus Brock Lesnar. I'm like, I'd rather see Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar, but I'm like, okay, just like AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar. Fuck, AJ worked Brock.
Oh yeah, like a motherfucker.
So we can only imagine that Ricochet is going to work the shit out of Brock, and then. I would like to see what they're going to do with Fiend and Goldberg. So,
to Rojo's point, he says maybe he couldn't make it because of the weather. Because that was the thing that Drew McIntyre brought up too. It was like, hey, thanks for making out for the fucking weather and blah blah blah.
No, that was Monday. Today is Friday.
I know, but I mean, sometimes they stick around. Maybe.
I think they're two different areas.
Okay, fuck. I guess I really did fuck up. All right. Sorry. Rojo, I'm with you in this situation. I think we both lost our point, but it's all good.
But I was about to say that shit too. I was like, yeah, I think the weather was... But wait a minute. Where the hell were they?
So, not to sound like a complete douchebag dude, but I will say this is one of the first times that... first times in months where the women's main event actually made sense to be a main event. I am so hyped to see Naomi doing anything right now. I fucking love Naomi. I love her so much I messed up her fucking name, guys. But no, I thought this was cool. But then they once again dropped the ball. Carmella winning this match was very frustrating. Dana Brooke makes sense because, hey, she's somewhat linked to Batista. Maybe, nepotism's gainer, but, like, that could have been kind of cool. See what happens with that. Alexa Bliss made the most sense, especially with the Bowling for Soup thing that we talked about earlier in the show. And you guys can go rewind that later on after we're done streaming. But we talked about that in a huge amount. And I was kind of thinking, like, for sure Alexa Bliss is going to win. Really wanted Naomi to win. But not even slightly did the idea of Carmella winning went to my fucking head at all.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that she won, I'm like, what do they have planned? Because that came out of fucking left field. What are you feeling about this, man? Are you happy about it? And do you think it's a quality decision?
Is this also for Super Show? Oh, no, wait, no. What is this for?
Yeah, it's Super Showdown. Yeah.
They're going to wrestle at Super Showdown?
I believe so. Well, I mean, it's for women's title opportunity, so it could be next week on fucking SmackDown, but, I mean...
Yeah, did they even make it clear as to when this shit was for?
Lots of the stuff they didn't really make clear. I know someone fucked up saying WrestleMania on accident on the show. Like, this is for WrestleMania. I'm like, no, you guys showed the graphic earlier. It's not for WrestleMania. I forgot what the situation was, but someone fucked up tonight.
Yeah, because I definitely want to double check on that. Like, oh, it just says to earn a future SmackDown Women's Championship opportunity.
Yeah. Which, by the way, they're not going to win when they have the opportunity. I'm pretty sure Carmella will have the match.
And get fucked.
Damn. Fuck you. I want my match.
It's like a future SmackDown Women's Championship. They could literally just say, it's for next week. True. Man, get out of here with this
But who knows what happens? Like, they're probably like, hey, man, if something, we got some things kind of lined up. They're surprises. So do we want to say next week? Or are we going to stick to that? You never know. So, I mean,
it could also be for Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, that's true, too. Yeah, it's like she's like the first one involved in the match. You know what I mean? That could be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like this. I like that this was the main event. I would be bringing up other topics from the show, but like I said, I want to get through this quickly because here's another thing that is gonna lead me to my review. Tonight's show was a lot of fucking filler.
Oh my god, dude! Today they should have just called a Friday night filler.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Like the Usos thing, I thought the promo was good. I thought New Day was good in that promo. But John Morrison and Miz are just like chilling, just like, hey guys, we used to wrestle together. We got a skit, Once Upon a Time in Oscars based thing, so we can link it to them doing it on Sunday. Like, we get it, the Oscars coming up. You shouldn't be obliged to have to do something about the Oscars because it's coming up.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And then, like, the Otis thing. Valentine's Day next week. We gotta do a Valentine's Day segment. Jesus Christ. Like, didn't you guys say last week?
Right. With
Otis and Manny Rose.
Yep.
Yeah, and then he's working out. It's like a whole skit. I'm like, oh my god, like, what fucking...
What
producer do you guys got involved in this?
Why do I almost feel like this is going to be like 2004 when Jericho was trying to get with Trish Stratus
and Christian Tucker, yeah.
And then got his ass whooped at WrestleMania by Trish Stratus?
No, it could be that because they like to repeat these things. But then another thing that's really frustrating about this too is like, I don't think Mandy Rose is having enough character to her right now to even make somebody else interested. Like, I mean, I was talking good about this segment last week, but now we're getting to a point where, like, okay, they are doing that because they're going to take a break from doing this stupid gimmick or whatever until Valentine's Day. But no, they took some juice out of this shit today. And I'm like, dude, you got a bunch of funny skits, the Once Upon a Time in fucking Hollywood thing, now this thing. It's too much. You guys got to stop this shit. But yeah, and Porno Chris over here, he's saying, what do you guys think about the Fiend versus Goldberg Super Showdown? I gotta tell you this, man, that is a very, very weird pairing. I do not think that's a good idea to play those two up together. What do you feel about this whole week?
I'm intrigued to see what happens, but it is for the Super Showdown, so it's for pure fucking entertainment. So let's see what happens.
Because my whole thing too about this is I think that the Fiend is kind of losing its like. Putting the championship on the Fiend was a bad idea because he is a creepy character and he's supposed to just show up randomly. If you put something prestigious on him, then he's forced to make these dates. He's forced to be on here. He's supposed to do this, whatever the fuck. So I just don't understand why we're trying to humanize him with like championships and titles and whatever the fuck. It's just kind of weird.
Shit, you know what they should do is make that shit a no DQ match.
But then still what? Then it's like you have less reason why Goldberg is gonna lose because Goldberg's gonna lose.
Of course.
And if he wins, that's also bad because you don't want Fiend to fucking lose. He's the future. Goldberg is the past. So like, as a booker, man, like, I mean, I'll show my sympathy for whoever's in charge of this, but how do you make a right decision there? Like, I think I'd fuck this up. I like to think that I'm the smartest fucking guy in the room, but I would ruin that. I think. But yeah, what do you think would happen, Hobie?
Man,
Sometimes I really forget that you're here because like you get quiet for a long time. Like, what the fuck?
because it's like a deep thought. Because I was thinking about it. I'm like, shit.
Mm-hmm.
What if he did lose to fucking Goldberg?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. Like, I love me some Goldberg. I'm not gonna talk shit about the boy. Like, I want him to do all the things, you know. And I love the Fiend character right now. I think he's great too. But this is something, dude. Like, we're sick of Roman Reigns versus Baron Corbin. Why couldn't Goldberg just come out and fuck up Baron Corbin? It would have been predictable. It would have been kind of boring.
You know, the funny thing is, I thought that was exactly what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Because I honestly thought that Goldberg was just going to come out and just say "fuck it" and beat the shit out of Baron Corbin. I don't know why. I just felt like that was what's going to happen.
Yeah, no, me
But
too.
it didn't.
It didn't, and I think it's a bad thing that it didn't. And here's the thing: like, if you would have told me on paper, "Hey, man, like fucking Goldberg versus Corbin," it's like I don't care. You know what I mean? But that's someone who can take a loss. Baron Corbin can take a loss, and it can enhance his heel persona. You know what I mean? What Chris in the chat said, man. The Liv Morgan situation that should have been for Bray Wyatt. She should have been Sister Abigail. You know what I mean?
She
That would
should
have been
have.
fucking great.
You know, the
Uh,
funny thing is, I don't know how many fucking different women went through WWE roster that was rumored to be Sister Abigail.
yeah.
Fucking Eva Marie was one of them.
Nikki
Liv
Cross.
Morgan, Nikki Cross was one of them. Uh, uh, Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Like I have no idea.
And with
Like
Nikki
how
Cross, by
many?
the way, they fucked up. She would have been perfect, especially with Sanity. What if Bray Wyatt and the
You
Fiend?
know what's even fucking worse is when you play WWE 2K20, they legit put Nikki Cross at Bray Wyatt's fucking house.
Wow.
Literally, I'm not fucking
Does that give
kidding.
you a sense of like maybe they were planning on doing that, and they probably told THQ, "Hey guys, we're got the storyline coming up. You might want to like put that in your game." Like, you know what I mean? Do you think that was happening, or?
I have no idea, but it was so weird. It's because you were going through like some hallucination trip or whatever the hell it was,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden, you're at Bray Wyatt's fucking house with Bray Wyatt. Normal Bray Wyatt is just right there, and then Nikki Cross is at the fucking entrance of the house. So it's like they totally dropped the ball on that shit.
Yeah. I honestly super duper agree, man. I think that right now with Bray Wyatt, you got to take the title off of him, but maybe have him like, I don't know, vacate it. You know what I mean? Like,
I was gonna say, just someone fucking injure him so he can vacate it. That way he doesn't lose it.
yeah, or even have something where Bray's just like, oh, it's torturing me. I need to let go of the belt. I need to, and he just like lets go of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It sounds fucking stupid and it's crazy, and I know that, whatever. It's just. But like the thing is, him with Goldberg just doesn't make fucking sense. And I know it's not canon, and I know it's like, whatever. But like at the same time, when you get an opportunity to have Goldberg come back for something, have him go against somebody who is even good at selling too, because like those two big guys are gonna get blown out within 2 minutes. You know what I mean? They're big fellas, and Goldberg
Hmm.
actually is more in shape than like a Samoa Joe or whatever. But it's like, fuck, dude. I mean, have Sami Zayn send his boys after Goldberg. That would have been hilarious. You know what I mean? Have Sami Zayn like, no, fuck, he's gonna beat me up, or I don't know, man. There's a lot of things that could be happening. Chris saying I want to see a real push for Liv Morgan, and this whole thing with Lana was fucking stupid. Yeah, it fucking was.
Oh man, you missed it like 10 minutes ago where I
Yeah.
sat there and was like, man, I just remembered that they put poor Liv Morgan into that fucking mess.
To Darth Slayer, what he's saying too, and this is actually a big sense of what you can do with certain things potential. He's like the only person I saw here that I remember is Goldberg of all the wrestlers you named and showed, and yeah, like that's the thing. Darth Slayer is like people like you that don't get into this, you might want to get back into it when you see a guy like Goldberg. So it's like, oh, sweet, awesome. So whoever he's gonna go against, you're not giving a fuck about because Goldberg's gonna beat them. To put him in
But
the
I,
ring with somebody like the Fiend, who to us he's cool. The Fiend is awesome, but if you see Goldberg beat the Fiend, you're not gonna take current wrestling seriously. You're gonna go like, oh yeah, of course Goldberg win. I remember him back in the day where he beat everybody. He's still beating everybody. Nothing changed. So
but what
who's
if the
gonna get over
Fiend
it?
like literally just wrecks the fucking shit out of Goldberg?
It will work, but then to the people like a Dark Slayer who doesn't watch this, he's gonna go, "Aw, man, that sucks." Well, I'm not gonna watch. He might think the Fiend is awesome. He might go, "Oh, that's pretty cool," but let's just say this match isn't as entertaining as it should be. That person is gonna see somebody they like, the only person they like on this entire 3-hour show, lose. That's not gonna be great. You know what I mean? Chris is saying, how about that bullshit saying Vince changed the winner of the Royal Rumble in the last minute? The game was Supercard. or the Game W Supercard had the winner weeks in advance. That's another thing too. People say that they said that Shawn Michaels purposely lost that one Royal Rumble when Edge came back the first time and back in 2012 or whatever, or no, 2010. My bad. But yeah, I think everyone just they like to say that because it makes it more interesting. You know what I mean? But no, I'm pretty sure Drew McIntyre fucking won that shit, or that was planned. Because he even said a promo like a week before, like, listen, fucking spoiler alert, I'm going to fucking. Man, don't lie. I'm trying, man. I feel stupid as fuck. This I'll fucking tell you. I'll fucking tell you,
my
you know?
God.
Motherfucker, you. Now I'm doing Joe Pesci.
I don't know why, but that reminds me of some video that I saw with Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss earlier, where her like fucking top was undone and all you saw was like Nikki Cross's bra. I was like, wardrobe malfunction. She's like, I'm like the sexiest symbol from Australia or whatever the fuck.
Oh,
I was like, oh, Scotland. And I was like, what the fuck is she talking about?
I'm so fucking sexy. Look at me. Fuck you. I'm terrible at these.
I don't know what it was, but that shit was funny.
But yeah, I really want to play Supercard. By the way, I know Chris been playing it, and he streams and stuff sometimes too. Definitely want to check that out. I might do that soon and even stream it.
Man, I haven't played that shit in years.
Really, I thought it was a new thing. Honestly, I didn't even know it was a fucking.
No, it's been around for a while.
Okay, but yeah. Looking at this though, yeah, I don't know what to think about the Bill Goldberg thing of it all. I do hope that he has something else going on afterwards. Maybe he goes in Elimination Chamber and fucks up 6 people. He needs to beat everybody else, but he needs to beat people that are not also on their own streak. So that's something I think needs to happen very, very soon. But aside from that, SmackDown as a whole, we're not going to talk about the rest of the card. We're talking for so fucking long anyways. I'm going to ask you, man, what is your rating for SmackDown?
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. For me, I'll give it a 2 out of 5 too, honestly, because
yeah, it was like you said, it was a fucking filler. Today was straight up filler.
Yeah.
And I honestly think that it's going to be nothing but filler up until Super Showdown's done.
Yep, exactly. Because Super Showdown's filler. It's just a very expensive filler, you know?
It's literally all it is, an expensive fucking house show that gets televised on WWE Network.
Exactly, yeah. So with that said, people, those are our ratings. You know, it is what it is. Next week, I'm not going to be able to do this show. I'll be in Las Vegas, chilling out with the Chat Attack crew. We'll probably do a live stream. You guys will see my ugly fucking face while I'm talking a bunch of shit about other people that I can't actually fight. So it's like, it's a keyboard warrior shit. But, Hovik, you, man, in a couple weeks, you ready to come back and we can do Super Showdown?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, son. So we'll be doing that. But until then, folks, I want to tell y'all that I appreciate you guys very much for chilling with us. You guys are fucking awesome. So awesome. Oh, that music's playing right now. I love that music so much. Got some Dan Severn, by the way. I know you can't hear it over. But
I can't hear a goddamn thing.
Goddamn thing. Damn it. But here's the thing, people. We're getting out of here. Thank y'all for chilling with us. Attack the goddamn chat. Sons of bitches. We'll see you tomorrow for the Chat Attack. Angry voice.
Shut the hell up.
Chat Attack.
Oh my god. Oh god almighty.
Can you do me a Stone Cold Steve Austin impersonation really quick before you go?
Go ahead.
No, you do. I want to hear you do a Stone Cold. Tell people where to follow.
I can't do that shit.
Come on, guys. You can follow us on the Chat Attack on YouTube, Twitter, on Facebook. Oh,